Paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark and dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reason to look doubt. It's clear to see, all eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Trevor Davis now to return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need one no seatbelt. Bad little got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is little baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm tortured.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line.
Slow.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go with Chubb on second down. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Taylor. Screenplay, Johnson. Good move by Duke. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Finding Fouts complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A give. This is Chubb. And now running right through him. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 38 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away, and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Slow.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin. For Nick Chubb, and not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. To throw is Taylor. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just try to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And give them a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. Looking, and this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, Often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A huge play there on the screen pass. 53 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They go play action now. Taylor to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Cooper was the target there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to let this one go. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Hey, 47. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Prescott. Drops it underneath, Elliott. Oh, good move. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Taylor. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Now Austin. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Prescott forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Prescott down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Able to spin free. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Chubb. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Taylor to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get out to the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Prescott to throw. 20. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Get out.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Swing number 10, right. To the right. It's coming now. Swing number 10, right. To the right.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they...
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out to anywhere till them don't need matter. Yup, like in the Kango Enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a chat, so I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do. Tell break bread or fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther week to the teeth, try me weak. swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a on me and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me? I said, yeah, I got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled in the 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot when bought it. Call case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a yeah. I live that they rapping back, carrying them back what they capping back. Bankroll mob, but we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
We to the man, Atlanta head cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stun. Till you up that jewelry and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny. Till my young win for me. Yeah, for the love of the bankroll. Keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 5.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll running right through it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working on smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 29 yards. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got a man. It's Williams. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 35 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Rashad Penny with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Right, 50
On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Justin Houston in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Let's go, 14. What's left? Cut.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. To throw again is Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Chiefs offense. Ready for their first reps in half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Blue 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Janikowski good with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. To throw, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ware. And he stopped immediately there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Ware. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
years. Soak the towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Nah, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of abusing this deer. I hate a dude with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, I ask her man, cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. Wakanda swagger, I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda, y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. To return, this is Eddie Jackson. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Parkey with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Play fake to Gurley. Now gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Go. 17.
Goff throwing again. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 48 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. To the air again. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, you know, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Let's go. Lock in.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. Now Goff on first down. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up second down.
We all know how important momentum is in a game, and when an offense decides to take a deep shot downfield, they're trying to create a big play and put doubt in the defense's mind the rest of the ball game. And in this case, the defense won the battle, batted the ball away deep downfield. So guess what? The momentum now quickly shifted from the offense taking the shot to the defense knocking it away, and now they feel like they might be in control.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play that time for the Rams. 64 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. 17. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Blue.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Space to run past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Going up top for Cup. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, and even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Lock in. Hey, 18.
They go play action here on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen, and he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lock in.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Aaron Donald coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Burton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Come on, gotta go. Lock in.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a first down throw. Gone. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way down to the 26. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 54 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Leonard Floyd in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Man, up.
Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on 1st down. Down right around the 25. And JBLANGZ2's makes the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They run. This is Cohen. He's to the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 25 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Orange.
They come out here in the eye. Goff now to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got 1 of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They try again with Cohen. And he'll go down, but before getting this inside the 30. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. This is Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Goff on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. And even 60 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking for Woods that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Dancing to his left. That's complete right around the 8. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Throwing now is Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead no matter what. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tiger. 2-jet.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They are going for it. Here's Watson. That's to his running back, complete. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Come back.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Tiger. 2-jet.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. Webb. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
72. Like 20. 20. 3 down, these 2. Go.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. So he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a give to Miller. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are in for 6.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around. tosses it to
like
the tailback.
an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhanded, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, Alabama. Mike's right.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Richmond.
Watson off play action. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Go! Wait, 20! Wait, 20! 29! Alpha! Wait, 10!
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before the break. Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Goes underneath here to White. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange some.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, 62 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Wait, 20!
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Dumps it complete to Miller. Lamar Miller, the 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 82 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown, looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
220. Wait. 3 down, these 2.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a dump off to White. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Let's go. Let's go. 31.
On play action. Now Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Go. Rip.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Here we go.
Brady to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. 36. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out for... And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Wait, 20. Ready? Go. 53, Linda.
shotgun now for Brady. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. J.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. First target, first catch at a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver.
And this is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A carry for Foreman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And down inside the 15 he goes. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff to Miller. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run with Miller, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So the Patriots coming out now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Charles, I think when the skip...
Out, valet, walk out, I'll leave Benz, I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, I'm two, on one day on my third, I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really had no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, I'll leave Benz, I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, yeah, I'm 2 up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up, and we was getting that record.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And his first look is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On third down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on fourth down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on fourth down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on 4th down in the first quarter of a game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Avery Williamson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. This offense has converted in this spot twice already here in this first quarter. Now, can they convert again here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Thomas barreling ahead. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2.